Iron is a precious and recyclable resource. We at JHONAN Steel Corporation have been earnestly contributing to the development of society as an electric furnace manufacturer for over a half-century by creating steel rods for reinforced concrete based on the advanced technology and cutting-edge facilities we have cultivated since our founding in March of 1955. As a scrap recycling company that exists in harmony with nature and is gentle on the environment, we give new life to iron day and night. Now, let's look at the manufacturing process that enables our low cost and high quality. The manufacturing methods for iron include the blast furnace method and electric furnace method, and at JHONAN Steel Plant, we use the electric furnace method. The blast furnace method mainly uses iron ore as its principal material, while the electric furnace method uses iron scrap. First, we receive the iron scrap, which will be the raw material for the product. We inspect for reception the raw materials and secondary materials that are brought in track by track. There are many things we use in our lives which utilize radiation, such as various medical equipment and diagnostic devices. We use a radiation detector to detect whether there is radioactive material in the scrap iron, and if it tests positive, we return the material. The materials which pass the reception inspection are taken to the scrap yard. Most of these materials are iron scrap generated from people's homes and factories. There are various types, including steel, which was used as frameworks for buildings, collected recycle cans, and mill ends of iron plates, which were used to manufacture automobiles. The gathered iron scrap is dropped off using a magnet crane and then sorted in the yard into classes. Next, to ensure that the chemical composition is uniform when it is melted, each class of scrap iron is compounded and loaded into an electric furnace. Three electrodes are used to melt the scrap via an arc discharge. The melted iron is heated until its temperature eventually reaches 1,600 degrees Celsius. We also modify the chemical composition of the melted iron by removing impurities and adding secondary raw materials. The chemical composition has a large impact on the mechanical qualities of the products. We use a specialized sampler to collect a sample for chemical composition analysis from the melted iron. We use the latest emission spectrophotometric analyzers to analyze the chemical composition at least 4 times and adjust the composition to ensure it passes. Removal of impurities and addition of secondary materials required to adjust the chemical composition are automatically measured and added via computer control. Next is tapping. Our electric furnace can manufacture about 70 tons per tap, or 1,750 tons per day. The melted iron in the electric furnace is taken to a continuous casting machine where billets, which are the semi-finished product, are manufactured. The amount of melted iron in the ladle and tundish are automatically measured so that we can see the remaining amount in real time. The level of melted iron in the mold is also automatically controlled. This saves labor. In the continuous casting machine, almost everything from the start of the casting until the transport to the next rolling process is automated. At JHONAN Steel Plant, they are produced in sizes of 125 millimeters squares by 4 meters. We check that the billets are not cracked or deformed. The cut billets each have their weight inspected automatically before being transported into a tunnel toward the rolling equipment. There are also heating furnaces at JHONAN steel plant, but they are normally not used, and the billets are sent as is to the rolling process. This is called direct rolling, and it drastically reduces the amount of electricity and gas used, saving energy. Here, the billets are gradually rolled through 18 rolling machine. In the final rolling machine, they are imprinted with knots and marks with rolling roll and shaped into rods. Among these, rolls K1 through K10 are state-of-the-art cantilever mills made by Italy Danalia, the first of their kind installed in Japan. HV method. At the same time, we achieve improved quality and productivity while saving labor by using slit rolling. Furthermore, we use an AC water-cooled inverter for the mill motor, which rotates the rolling machine. This equipment was first installed in Japan at JHONAN steel plant. Now the shaped iron rods are cooled on the cooling bed. The cooled rods are sent to the finishing line. An external inspection is conducted here, and they are cut to regulation length. The cutting machine uses the downcut method. The cutter with a 1,300mm blade prevents overlapped cuts and is also designed to prevent bending during cutting caused by pressing and tilting equipment. The iron rods brought in on horizontal moving equipment are sent to 6 small binding machines and bound. They are then bound by 2 large binding machines. The large binding machine can also dual bind. The secret to JHONAN Steel's continuing high product quality is in the process management and inspections, which are conducted with strict standards in each process. This is an inspection of the mechanical qualities of the finishing product. Using a universal testing machine and bending testing machine, we test the yield point, tensile strength, stretching, bending, etc. In addition to this, in an effort to achieve the highest quality possible, we have established strict internal standards in each process based on the JIS standards, and we conduct thorough quality inspection and process control. Because our products pass all these inspections, JHONAN Steel is able to promise reliability to our customers. Each received order is loaded onto a trailer. These trailers are capable of hauling a maximum length of 12 meters. After completing loading, the trailers head to a truck scale. Here, a final shipping check is conducted, and the product is delivered safely and quickly to the customers to meet the deadline. In this way, the iron given new life at JHONAN steel plant becomes deeply involved in people's lives as steel rods for reinforced concrete. A certain technology and the quality to tomorrow. 160 employees. Factory floor space of 20,500 square meters. 13,000 square meters of factory buildings, manufacturing and sale of steel rods for reinforced concrete and billets. Monthly production capacity of 45,000 tons. In terms of management systems, in addition to JIS and ISO, we also comply with occupational health and safety management systems. We have also obtained ISO certification to adjust rules and systems for improving safety and health in the workplace. Always striving for even higher product quality, we have pushed forward with our mission of creating a resource recycling society, which is good for the environment. A certain technology and equality to tomorrow. JHONAN Steel Corporation.